I'm based in Brooklyn, New York. My relationship with Bemis goes back a few years. It was actually one of my very first residency programs. I was an artist in residence in the fall of 2016 to be back here in 2026 with the opportunity to have a solo exhibition. And I love this building, I love this community and this space. I am a multidisciplinary artist, writer, and educator. Being born in the US to a mother from Liberia and a father from Kenya. And I also grew up moving around a lot, so I've always sort of needed to negotiate shifting contexts and situations. So the exhibition is called An Alphabet of Unfolding. It really is a way to sort of evoke this idea of language as a process, and also in thinking about soothing and how language can soothe us, can hold us, can shelter. I'm thinking about English, growing up in America, this is my first language, but also within the immigrant communities I grew up in, Liberian Creole English appears and is shared in the exhibition, Black American English, so, just wanting to elevate different ways that, especially within the African diaspora, folks have found ways of using it to more fully express who we are. Right now I'm sitting in Networks of Protection, which is a sculptural installation. This iteration has been adapted to the space of Bemis, the architecture of the gallery. And so this is made out of, within is copper wire, and it's made from kind of a long process of wrapping the wire, hand wrapping it in cotton yarn. And it's a very meditative, slow process, and I really love repetitive, slow processes within my practice because it really requires me to slow down and to be present with material, present with ideas over time. Part of the exhibition also is thinking about this idea of sustenance. And so for me, that's related to food, related to kind of how we sustain ourselves and have energy and get nutrition. So I've also been thinking about sustenance in terms of emotional and spiritual sustenance. There's one of the paintings is called An Ode to Cassava, Leaf Root. And cassava is a plant that I grew up eating very much because it's a big part of Liberian cooking. That's where my mom is from. And so I also love that you eat all parts of the plant. And so you'll see, the leaves of cassava actually look like hands outstretched. And with these pieces, I also have been working with wax fabric, which, I don't know, it feels so familiar to me. It's great to see it in the gallery because it feels like I'm at home, it's like I'm in the living room or something. So within the show is the piece An Ode to Country Rice, and the sculpture is made out of individually molded grains of clay rice. When I got, the invitation to think about this exhibition, it was something that came to me right from the beginning because I also was thinking about Omaha, being in Nebraska, which is a big part of agriculture and food production within the US. And country rice is it's a reddish brownish rice that is indigenous to Liberia. It's in Liberia, people say, if you have not eaten rice today, you have not eaten. It doesn't matter how much other food you eat. If you did not eat rice, you did not eat today. And so it just kind of underscores how important rice is in Liberia. So with this exhibition, I also have a new video installation. The piece is called Lullabies for the Distanced, One Grain Coast. Actually, historically, the name for the area now known as Liberia was Grain Coast. Lullabies for the distant, lullaby for the distant, lullaby for the distant, lullaby. The way that it is installed is with blue lights, blue carpet, blue soft chairs to hold the body, and a lot of the imagery is of the ocean filmed in Liberia, of the Atlantic coast. I think about softness in relation to sound as well, and so I'm singing throughout the video, thinking about how, lullabies or soothing tones can help create comfort and sustenance when dealing with fragmentation and displacement. Liberia was founded as a colonial project of the United States, and that history is not very much acknowledged or taught. And often when I talk to people about it, I find that this is the first time they're hearing about it. Thinking about how the idea of American history is expansive as well, and so Liberia's place in that, and how art can offer entry points to point to and reflect on and also speculate about some of those histories that can be swept under the rug at times. And I'm really interested too in kind of just like different entry points. Like I'm thinking about, what if someone's very young and they're here? What if someone's in college? What if someone's older? You know, like different things that people might be able to latch onto. I can't wait to see people in the installation, like the one that I'm in right now, Networks of Protection, because I think about the movement of the bodies of visitors as activating the pieces in a very interesting and exciting way as well.